Hello, everyone, and welcome to Grimwood Games, where we are going to be playing my Paws, my animal superhero game that I've been working on for, probably 2 or 3 years now?
Woo!
And we are playing with wonderful players. We have Meg from Brimstone Gaming joining us. Thank you,
Hello.
Meg, for being on my channel this time.
Thanks for having me.
If you guys don't follow Brimstone Gaming, go to their YouTube channel. Follow them. They're amazing.
Thank you.
We have Jason from Shadowmane. Shadowmane is a blog that is super awesome. They do a lot of TTRPG news and stuff like that. So if you don't go to shadowmane.com and check his work out, and your wife, right? You and your wife do it.
Yes.
And then we have from our Plaguebound campaign, we have Neil. Hey, Neil. You're muted, Neil. Still muted, Neil. Well, Neil figures that out. We have John. John is a game designer who designed. Let's see, it should be here.
A game currently being revamped.
A game being currently being revamped. How to Survive Zombies If You're a Zero. It is a fun game, and I'm looking forward to the revamp.
Well, you'll definitely get a good peek at it soon.
And then Jules is first time here. Welcome in. Of course you would say that, you skill him. I should have known. All right. So what we're doing tonight is we're going to do some character creation. And then if we get to it, we're going to go do a small scenario to try to get everybody into how the game works. And then that scenario won't have any major consequences to the primary story that we're going to be telling in this series. But it will be a good introduction because I've used it as an introduction to this game before. So on your screen, not my players, but on the audience, on your screen, there is a little scale that goes from heroic moment to rising threat. So as the players succeed, they will go closer to heroic moment as they spend edges. As they fail, they will go closer to rising threat. And that determines how well they actually handle a particular scenario, whatever that scenario may be, and that type of thing. So that's how the main mechanic works in the game. Because there is no hit points in Paws. Paws has 0 hit points. Everything
We're all
is
dead?
No. There's no death in Paws. That's the interesting part, is you're always in the action.
I hate it when pets die.
So, we'll be starting out with character creation. And the way character creation works is it's basically a 6-step process. It's real easy, real simple, not too terribly hard. They get to choose a species. They assign what we call paws. Paws are the attributes of this world. They're physical, awareness, wit, and social. And then they have 10 points that they can spread among their skills. And I'll go over that a little bit closer when we actually get to somebody who's doing that. And then step 4, they choose a power. And then on step 5, they assign power stories. Now, each power, you have to choose a strength question that is about the strength of your power, a weakness question that's about the weakness of your power, and then a bond question, which is a bond you have with another person about your power. And then step 6 is they name the hero and write a bio. But I'm not expecting writing bios today. That's how it goes. So who wants to be the guinea pig and start?
Not me.
Sure.
I feel like nobody else will.
All right, Meg. Let's start with you. So the first thing you got to do is choose a species. Have you you've chosen a species already, right?
Yes.
Do you want
An Anurin.
an Urin? So what an Urin is they're basically. I'm just going to read what it describes. It's an amphibian hero inspired by frogs, toads, and salamanders. Adapted and energetic, they thrive in any environment. They leap into chaos with a grin. Urins embody flexibility, humor, heart, and always ready to bounce back no matter how grim the odds.
And I have the bounce backiest of the amphibians, an axolotl, whose tail will grow back if you cut it off.
And you are going to be an axolotl. So if you bring up your character sheet in Questline, so that's what we'll be using, folks. We'll actually be using Questline for this campaign. When you bring up your I did not give access to the stream to see your character sheet, but that's okay. When you bring up your character sheet, you're going to have your paws right at the top. So you needed to add the species bonus, which is 1 to physical and 1 to wits for I can talk today, I swear. So +1 to physical, +1 to wits. And then you need to assign 2, 0, 1, and -1 to those spots. However you want. And so if you put 2 with the 2, you get 4, so and that type of thing. So 2 and 2 with the 1 for physical or wits, you would get a 3 in that space, is what I meant to say.
I got you. So I'm at a yeah, no, that was correct the first time. 3. I have a 3 in physical, a 0 in awareness, although I might switch that, I'm not sure. A 2 in wits, and a -1 in social.
Excellent. So the next thing that you need to do is you have a 2 ranks in acrobatics and 1 rank in insight from your species. So if you go down to the spot where you have your skills, you will notice that you can, if you click on them, there's a place called bonus in there. If you just go ahead and change that to match the 2 and 1 initially.
Acrobatics done. Insight done.
Excellent. So now you have 10 points that you can spread among all of your skills.
Okay.
With a maximum of 3, I think. Hold on. No, maximum of 5 can be in one particular skill. You can't go above 5 initially.
Got it. So because my acrobatics is already at a +5, I can't put any of my 10 points.
Correct.
Cool. I'm going to bump up my perception a little bit. Maybe put 2 of my points there.
I hope you are, Lynn, because I'm going to be reaching out to you probably to try to get them drawn so that I can have them on stream. Just so everybody know, this is Lynn. Lynn is the actual artist for Mass Paws. She's going to be doing all the character work and wonderful artwork that is for the Mass Paws.
I am so thrilled because I'm basing this on a character that has existed in multiple forms, and I keep coming back to her, and I love her. So I'm so excited to have more and different artwork of her. Okay, I put bumped up my endurance a little bit. I've spread out 5 of my points so far.
Excellent.
I want to not suck at deception.
While you continue to do that, Meg, I'm going to jump on to somebody else.
Great.
Who wants to go next?
I've already started.
You've already started. Excellent. So why don't you tell the audience what you've started?
All right. I am playing a wing rake, specifically a duck.
So one thing about wing ranks is that they're a avian champion resembling ducks, crows, and hawks with sharp eyes and sharper minds. They soar above the fray, reading the flow of battles. Wing ranks are thrill seekers and tacticians alike, but they don't actually fly. So that's unless you have a magical power to a non-magical power or superpower to do so. They are think Darkwing Duck or it's spacing on me DuckTales type animal.
Yep.
Okay, so you're playing one of those, and they get a +2 on social. And what did your Paws end up being?
I haven't got that far yet. So Paws are
Okay.
maxed at 3. Does that mean 3 plus 2 if I wanted to be really
No, they're not maxed at 3. So
Okay, cool.
they're just that's what Meg could. That's the highest Meg could get with
Okay.
her.
So I have
Hers?
10 points to. Oh no, not 10 points. This is yeah. So is it 2, 1, 0? What are the options?
2, 0, 1, -1.
All right. So I'm going to be really social. So if I put 2 in social, that makes it a 4. Is that true?
Yep.
All right. 2, 1 in awareness, 0 in wits, and -1 in physical. Cool.
Oh, we balance each other out real well so far.
Yeah, we don't need the others. You guys.
You can be a crime fighting duo.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah, easy for me to say now. Okay. So
All right. So now you have
10 points
you have driving
at 2.
at 2 and engineering at 1. If you don't see driving, it might be piloting. I think I might have changed that.
it's
Okay.
driving.
Is it driving? Okay.
Okay, so cool. Because of what I've said, some of these have assigned bonuses already.
Correct, because of the pause. Yep.
Right.
But it's the number of ranks that you have to have a maximum of 5.
Yeah. So that makes sense. All right, so I just spend 10 points, and I can spend them. I can overload as much as I want, or
As much as you want.
Or, yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right. While you do
Go above a 5.
Got it.
that, let's go back to Meg. Meg, you got your ranks done, right?
Yeah.
What do you want for a power? So there in MassPaws, there is several powers that you can get. There's power sets. I call them power sets. There's physical enhancements, which is like superhuman strength, super speed, that type of thing. Energy manipulation, which is, energy manipulation, lightning, that type of thing. Fire. Psionics, which is exactly what it sounds like: telepathy, telekinesis, illusions, visions. Morphing, which is where you morph your body. You can morph it into like stone skin, or you can split yourself into multiplicities, like
Yeah.
Echo Cheeks does. Technology, which is kind of like your Batman. They use gadgets, and gizmos, or Iron Man, where they have things. Mystics, which are like your Doctor Strange, your Wanda, that type of character that uses magic. And then your martial arts. These are your Iron Fists, your Bruce Lee's, your that type of character.
Yeah. That's where my instinct goes, is to martial. But if I'm gonna play a game where I can be a superhero, why not have some superpowers? So maybe I'm thinking about that morphing might be cool, because she's so small that if she had a way to make herself bigger sometimes, since she's not very intimidating in her regular form, that
Awesome.
could be cool.
So
That's what I'm thinking.
in Questline, I've already put in all the characters a strength, a weakness, and a bond. So if you click the edit button on the strength, you there's a place called value. In value, you'll be able to put your question and then your answer to your question. So you have 6 questions that you have to choose one of them and actually answer that.
Okay, so just pick one.
Just pick one and answer it.
Okay.
All right. So let's go down to Jules. Jules, All right. You were going to play. You said you wanted to play a red panda.
Yes.
So a red panda would, and me and you discussed prior that a red panda would probably be a Misari instead of a Ursari. So a Ursari is more like bear and elephants and giraffes. They're your big creatures. We decided that it was more of like a raccoon, so that would be like a Misari. So Masaris have a +2 to wits. So you'll want to change your character sheet to +2 on wits, and I'm pretty sure I can actually show your character sheet. I can. Except that's not where I need to show it. I need to show it over here so people can see. All right, so you have +2 on wits. So now you have to assign 2, 0, 1, and -1 to those paws.
Okay.
And I need to bring back up this. Put this over here.
All right. So.
Neil, you need a character, don't you, Neil?
Yeah.
Let me get that going for you.
Can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Cool.
Alright,
Let me create your character, Neil.
What I'm thinking about doing.
Sean, you're already ahead of everyone. I see how it is. Spread our face and stream. All right, you should have a character, Neil. Oh, except it's the wrong type. Hold on. Now it's the right type. All right.
Okay.
Chat.
So with what I want to do.
While you think about that, Jewel, I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
no.
jump-
I can put that -1 in social actually.
Okay.
Um,
Jason, where are you at? You got all your ranks done?
Oh yeah.
What are you choosing for a power?
I'm reading them now. Let's
Okay,
see.
go ahead and read them. That's fine.
All right, we'll put the 0 in physical, the 1 in awareness, and that extra 2 in wits to give me 4.
Do we already have? Are you already psionic? Is that somebody else?
Actually,
Nobody-
that's what I was thinking of doing, but there's no reason there can't be 2 of us.
There is no reason there can't be 2 because your psionics might be different than. It might be different because psionics is a general term. So.
All right, I'm gonna take mystic.
Okay. And then we have John, who's already practically done all of this stuff. So you, what species did you want to go with, John?
I've been back and forth between some kind of monkey and some kind of raccoon to pair with the red panda. I think
Stripey bandit friends.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go raccoon. So the Masari.
The Marsari. Okay.
Yep. And then I think skill-wise is going to depend on what I do power-wise, but it's some kind of physical. Basically, all the things the cats get, the prowlers get, but I don't have to be a cat. So we're going to go that route. Some physical stuff, some stealth, some athletics. So for powers, with the physical enhancements, it talks about strength, speed, resilience. So that would kind of encompass running and jumping and climbing and doing all those kinds of crazy things. Just parkouring my way through the Pawsburg here.
Yeah, martial arts could do that too.
Okay.
So, but I the way I look at physical enhancements, it's more of like your body physically enhancing itself.
Okay.
So, you know, not necessarily like perfection of dexterity. That would be more of martial arts, in my opinion.
Okay.
You do need to get him on your channel. And hello, Lord Alfric. Lord Alfric is the designer of Questline, for anybody who doesn't know.
Oh, hey!
Hey.
We're using your thing. Guess I should do this. That's where it is on the stream.
So now that Jules, now that you have your Paws done, you just need to assign 10 ranks in your skills.
Yeah, I just added my defaults, so now I have to do math.
There should be no math that you have to do. Oh, yeah, you do, because there's only one spot, so.
No, it's more like, skills. How many of these do I need? I have 10 points. Wait, what?
All right.
Math. I can do
Neo.
basic arithmetic.
What did you decide, Neil? Have you decided?
I'm having troubles, but I'm pretty sure I want to do a turtle.
All right, so that'd be the same as Meg. That would be a Yorin. For a turtle.
With energy manipulation.
Excellent. So, so the Yorins get +1 physical, +1 wits. So, are you having trouble with the character sheet? Where?
No, I'm just not sure what I'm doing right now.
Okay, so the next step that you have to do is assign your Paws. So you have 2, 0, 1, and -1. So choose how you want to assign those. All right, Meg. So you got your strength and your weakness done, right? Okay, cool. Neil
Is it
is
just-
wide quiet,
Is
and
it
that's
just
because I
one-
haven't turned him way down.
One
Say what?
strength and one weakness?
One strength question, one weakness question.
Cool.
Where you at, Jules?
I'm doing my skills. I think I have
That's fine.
figured out what I want.
That's fine.
It's a matter of putting in the numbers now.
I'm just trying to find where everybody is. I just turned Neil up, so Neil should be louder now.
Hello.
I must have had him turned down for Plaguebound or something. He must have been loud some other reason.
All right. So went with Musari, decided to add points to acrobatics, martial arts, stealth, and chemistry.
Okay.
for the
Sounds
one
good.
album. And then powers, I guess, will just be martial arts, since that'll be just more dexterity based stuff.
I mean, physical could be too if you wanted it to be. It's just you'd have to. When you answer the question, it will ask you like, how does it manifest and that type of thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, actually, that's one thing I forgot to do for everyone. I forgot to add how's it manifest. So I am adding to your character sheet Meg, something called manifest. You might have to close your character sheet and reopen it.
Okay.
Just the simple question is, how does your power manifest itself? It could be something as simple as I grow large or I grow small. It could just, it's just in stone. How do you do it? I'm doing the same thing for you, Jason.
Okay.
There you go. And then Neil, I need to add all 3 of the things for you. Manifest. Strength. Weakness. And bond.
At this point in time, would it make sense to only have like a singular manifestation, like one kind of shift that I can do, or can I have multiple ways that I can shift?
You can have multiple ways that you can shift. Yep. This is just how does it manifest itself, power-wise.
All right. I think my skills are actually useful now.
Okay. Excellent. So now you need to look at in the PDF under your power set, under psionics, there's going to be 6 strength questions, 6 weakness questions. You have to choose one of each and answer them under the power and strength.
How do I change my skills?
If you just click on the skill under bonus, you should be able to type what your rank is going to be for that skill. So
it's gonna be a 1.
Or hit
yeah.
the plus.
Or hit the plus, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would be if you have 1 rank, it would be a 1. If you have 2 rank, it would be a 2.
Because don't we get 10 ranks?
You get 10 total that you get to spend. Yep.
And what's the max?
Max is 5.
Okay.
All right, so Meg's waiting. Jason, you're pretty much done too, right?
Close.
Okay. John, you're pretty much done?
Yeah, just picking out my questions to answer.
Okay. Exciting. So, Mass Paws will be coming out in October, folks. Well, it will be coming to Kickstarter in October. Let me rephrase that. Because that's not entirely true. It's going to need some editing process, and well, somebody needs time to do the art. I'm not going to push Lynn that hard.
Do it, do it, do it.
Dave, I have a request suggestion.
Sure.
For weakness, I'm trying to like flavor this to your setting, right? And I see that there's a lot of labor and industry. Could I create a material as far as what form, material, or condition resists or disrupts your ability to morph? I'm thinking a material called like sun steel.
Absolutely.
Like dries her out, her little poor amphibian self of water if she can't shift.
We can do that.
Sweet.
Are the power bonds something that, like, am I bonded to somebody in this group, or am I
Correct.
making up? Okay, so I'm not making up an NPC or something.
No, correct. So we'll do the pound bonds once everybody catches up to that.
Sounds good.
Mass Pause uses all D6s just for audience. I'm kind of just talking so the audience isn't bored. So it uses all D6s. The D6s are you basically, the way it works is you choose a skill. and you roll a d6 plus your skill modifier. If you want to activate your power, it automatically adds a d6. If you spend power points into that power, you get an extra d6 based on however many power points you have. So you would start out with a d6 for your skill that you're using. If you activate your power, you get a d6 automatically. If you spend one power point in there, you would actually get 2 extra d6s, which means you would be rolling a total of 3d6 plus your plus your attribute.
Cumulative or taking the highest?
Cumulative.
Okay.
Well, she's gonna be shifting every time now. She gotta think of a way to do it. Get that extra d6.
Yep. That's the point of the system. Use your power.
Love it.
Your superheroes.
I am going to be using this guy to pull a Yoda all the time and just throw large heavy things at people, because coming out of a tiny red panda is unexpected and incredible.
All right. So as everybody caught up, everybody's done skills. Everybody did their strength and weakness questions.
I'm doing weakness as we speak.
Okay. Once you have succeeded in a roll, you get edges based on how well you succeed. Those edges can be used for multiple things. They are used for God, I wrote the system. You think I would remember it by heart.
It doesn't work that way, Dave. Sorry.
I know it doesn't work that way. It drives me crazy that it doesn't work that way. Edges. I need to get to the edge section. Edges. Edges are a powerful resource for heroes. Basically, you can use them to activate a team move, which we might get to today. You can move the momentum bar for 3 edges. So every time you get 3 edges, you can move that momentum bar that I was explaining to the audience at the beginning up towards Rising Hero. You can also, during recoup times, you can use edges to evolve your hero. So it's important to save your edges, but it's also important to spend them too. Because every failure you get is a setback. And every time you get a setback, that momentum bar moves towards rising threats. Strength
and weakness are done.
Excellent. So that's 3 done. John, how you doing?
Yeah, I've got strength and weakness done.
Excellent. And Neil?
What does manifest do?
Manifest is how your power manifests. That's literally the question. How does your power manifest? It's basically, if you were Spider-Man, your power manifests by allowing me to crawl on walls and have superhuman strength. If you're, Human Torch, I manifest flame all over my body and control flames. That's literally what manifest is.
Okay, I need to step out for a moment. I will be right back.
Sure, go ahead.
Alright, I think I'm done. And the bonds we're gonna get to.
And we're going to do bonds right as soon as Jules gets back. Because you kind of need everyone to kind of create bonds, because you choose a player for that bond with you. So let's start with, actually, we could start, and then if Jules, let's start with Meg, because you were the first one done. go ahead and choose one of your bond questions to ask another one of the characters. Or do we want to know what all our characters are first?
Yeah, let's talk about
So
that.
why don't
Yeah,
you do
let's do
that,
that.
Meg? What's your character like, and who are they?
Okay, my character is Arista, or also known as the librarian. She is an axolotl who has a lot more physical capabilities than you would think looking at her. She can shift, make herself really big. She can make herself really spiky. She can make herself smaller, so she's even harder to catch. And unless you put something sunsteel on or around her, and then she can't morph. Is that all? Did I cover all the things?
You did.
Okay.
Jason, what's your character like?
My character is Mystic Mallard, a duck of the ancient ways who retains power from the one Drake.
The
He
one
can,
Drake. Okay.
he can manifest that power in a giant golden feather. His weakness is he needs to quack to use powers, so we'll see how that goes as far as stealthy things go.
I love that. What a challenge.
That will be fun. All right, Neil, why don't you tell us about your character?
All right. So far, I have on the day he goes by Ricky Martin, but in the night he becomes El Tortuga in Fuego. He is a turtle that can basically cast, fireballs, big flames of fire. Kinda, not as powerful as the flaming torch. Walls of fire, but it since he is a turtle, he is able to normally, like all other turtle folk, they talk like this. He just talks normal when he's in flaming turtle mode. His
What's the weakness?
the weakness would be, he's a turtle. It causes him severe exhaustion, and he has to, take a shell out and go in his, basically go into his shell and rest for a bit.
All right. And John, what's your character like?
Sure. So again, Musari Raccoon decided to go with a martial artist. I'm tentatively calling him Simon for right now, but we'll figure that out. Strengths and weaknesses. Strength, I like the question, how does your mastery of body and mind let you endure or outlast challenges? I went with perfect expression of creativity and physical flow. Whatever that means. We'll find out. And then for weaknesses, what did I give up for this mastery? Considering I ended up taking social as my tank paw.
Same.
Figured, we'll do it that way, where I'm spend most of my time training, almost to an obsessive level. So I don't really have much in the way of personal relationships, and we'll say probably also less in the way of social skills.
Excellent. What was your weakness?
Well, that's what it was.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Is what did I sacrifice? So
Sorry, I was doing something and wasn't paying attention a
That's
little
okay.
bit. I apologize.
yeah,
And Jules, what was your character?
I'm gonna have to noodle out names. But the species is he's the Musari red panda. Stats wise, I also tanked socials.
Great. Charismatic group, this.
Yeah.
That's all Mystic Mallard can do is social.
You're
Extremely
the person.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Smart and, aware, not so much with the people. But I went psionics, specifically telekinesis. The strength, like I said, I'm going full Yoda with him. Small creature throws large, heavy objects at people with his brain.
Okay.
It's unexpected, and bigger objects are harder to dodge. Weakness-wise, the mental, it was what kind of mental pain, strain, or exhaustion arises from pushing yourself too far. The mental exhaustion from overextension can lay me out for as little as hours to as much as days, depending on the severity, or can even cause a migraine.
All right. Now that we know everybody's character, Meg. Let's go with John then. John, we need a bond question. So choose one of your bond questions and ask one of the other players that bond question.
Okay.
Sorry, I got a food delivery. Can I eat this?
Yes, go ahead.
How about who challenges your discipline, forcing you to see beyond your traditions? Since I'm so antisocial, maybe the social duck on the pond is trying to get me to be more of that and kind of lay off the training just a little bit.
Would you be okay with that, Jason? Oh, you're muted.
So I challenge you to be more social? Is that what
Yeah.
the goal is?
Yeah, it says challenges your discipline, forcing you to see beyond your traditions. I figured
Yeah.
that might just be a way into that.
All right, let's do that.
Excellent. And let's go ahead and go to Neil. What do you want to do for a bond question?
Oh boy. Thinking about it, since I'm, fire, I probably don't want to get too close to, here we are.
Just take a look at the bond questions and decide.
Yeah.
Jules, let's go down to you. What do you want to do for your bond question, and who do you want to ask?
All right. Well, the only one that really even kind of applies is who's learned to recognize when you're straining yourself mentally, even if you hide it.
Oh, Meg wants that one.
All right.
And I'll tell you why. Because I'm thinking that first of all, Arista is an intellectual. She loves books. She is a librarian. So I think that she's really in tune with the mental stuff. She is also equally bad with people. So I was thinking in return that you would remind me that my shifting nature doesn't make me a monster.
I love it. Let's do it.
Perfect.
Great.
Excellent.
Bad peopling, recognize bad peopling.
Jason and Neil, you guys just need
to bond together.
Jason, what do you? Go ahead, Neil. You ready?
Yeah. Who do you shield instinctively when things explode, literally or figuratively? He has firepower, so things are going to explode and get hot. And the axolotl, probably Arissa.
Arista. Yeah.
Probably that would probably be. Doesn't want it to get too hot. Then you'll dry out.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And Jason, what question are you going to ask the group, and who? I wonder who wants to take it.
So I am going to use whose mortal spirit grounds your connection to the otherworldly.
Ooh.
So when I kind of go off on my mental spiritual quest to the one Drake, who kind of brings me back to reality. Do we have any, I don't know, do we have a character who hasn't been bonded to someone else yet?
No, I
Me.
think Neil.
I
Okay.
would probably slap you with fire powers. Bring it back.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Singe a few feathers.
Yeah.
What's your character's name, Neil? Or do you have one?
Elf.
El Tortuga and Fuego.
Fuego.
Oh, okay, cool. I like that.
Also known as Ricky Martin.
Yes.
Oh no! I accidentally. It's L. I need you to retype it because I messed up. I was copying it so I could put it into actual, like, so it would actually show up under the character information.
Oh. I got it.
Sorry,
No. No worries.
because it's a big long name. So I was like, all right. So we have bonds done. We have questions done. We have skills done. We have Paws done. You all start with 3 edges, so you want to mark 3 edges down. So under edge points. And you all start with 2 power points, which is already marked on your sheet, so you should be all set there.
Yep.
Now, under traits, you guys do have something called Prowl and Will. Those should automatically be calculated for you. Those are defensive type skills. So those are what you're going to be using when you go to roll your defenses. Prowl are your physical defenses, and Will is your mental defenses. I think that would put us at the. Let me actually copy this instead of paste it. All right.
I do love how it's so easy for you to just add stuff to the character sheet as we're going through this. That's really cool.
Yep, it's very easy. The system is super easy. All right. John, your character was Simon, right?
Yep. I've decided to give him the alias of Mittens.
So Mittens is his superhero name?
Yep. Because his little claws move so fast, it looks like he's wearing mittens.
That's so cute.
I love
just
it. I am
putting it
here
the-
for this.
Same way everybody else has put theirs, so that we all are on the same page. So bear with me here. All right. So we have Mittens, we have Mystic Mallard, we have the Librarian, we have I am going to have a hard time with that name. We're going to call it.
What?
We're going to have to call you Fugo or something like that, just so I don't have to keep saying that.
What about yeah. And Fuego.
It'd be
All right.
funny if we each have a different nickname for you.
I know you wanted to think about it, Jules, but what if we let Chat come up with some ideas for your
All
character's
right,
name?
hit me.
Hey, Chat, what do you
There you
think?
go.
Think a superhero name for the red panda that does psychic telekinesis should be. We have 5 people. Let's see if they actually respond. All right. So while the chat catches up to us, because there's always a delay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and do this scene so that we can actually experience what it's like.
Okay.
All right.
So it is a normal sunny summer day in Pawsburg. The clouds are very thin, bright sun. People are playing. You guys are at the harbor. People are playing in the water. There's a tour boat, like a big like tour boat in the harbor, looking for whales and that type of stuff. You have children playing in a playground. Playground. What are you guys in your superhero costumes, or are you guys just having a nice, relaxing day off? What do you guys think?
Well, how do we know each other?
That's a good question. How do you guys know each other?
Do we know each other outside of the superhero team up? Are we a superhero team where we put together by other people? What do we think about that?
What do you guys think about that? That is a question for you guys to answer, not me. And if you guys do know each other, do you guys have a superhero name? Team name?
I think it'll be easier if we already know each other.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I don't know how long. Like, was it just last week that we got together?
I will answer that. It is fairly recently that you
Okay.
guys have just got together. Probably that you guys might even still be working on a team name, so you guys don't have to come up with a team name right now.
Okay.
Well, maybe we just all showed up to some disaster, thinking we were the only ones, and this would be a real struggle, and then we ended up saving the day with teamwork and agreed.
Hey, this is
Friendship.
easier. Let's do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, super friends.
I like that.
Well, that's already a thing.
Well, not super friends, just the
I
idea.
cannot use Super Friends.
We'll come up with
I will have to ixnay on that one.
we'll have to have another name for it. But
Super pals, legally.
Also, still legally, there is a Super Pals. Can't use that one either.
yeah, I think we got to go off. We got to go off script on this one.
buddies.
Super
There's-
conglomeration of animals.
Yeah.
Not really do.
All right. So I guess chat's not going to give us a name, Jules. So we'll have to come up with a name.
All right.
Thinking of one.
We use a name generator.
That's what I'm doing. But
All right. So you guys have known each other. You guys have worked at least one job together. Are you guys on your day off, or are you guys patrolling the city? Exceptional friends is what somebody's saying for the team.
Slightly better than average friends.
So do you guys know, like, are you guys relaxing? Are you guys patrolling the city? What are you guys doing on this bright, nice, sunny day? You are in the harbor area. So, this has a nice downtown shopping area that's like old school buildings. It has a nice dock structure where there's lots of boats and stuff.
Oh, we have a suggestion. TKP for telekinesis panda.
Better than TPK, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just keep saying it wrong. Oops. All right.
I like it.
I mean, I kind of do too.
Okay.
Let's do it.
TKP is fine with me.
oh, that works.
TKP, side with me.
All right. So just to make it interesting, let's say we're on our day off and we just came down to have a picnic or something.
All right.
What I was thinking.
Yeah. Okay, so if more than if multiple of us have thought about this, then I think we need to go
Yeah.
with it.
All right. So you guys are guys at the beach.
Picnic.
As you guys are sitting down to eat your sandwich and tacos,
I like tacos.
you see suddenly a bright blue beam strike up into the sky, and from the center of this beam, dark gray clouds start forming and swirling around you. Within minutes, the temperature drops almost 60 degrees. It is now 20 degrees. It's cold. Ice starts forming on the ground as snow just piles down in like blizzard-like conditions. Suddenly, you see three things going completely wrong. Out in the harbor, there's a giant iceberg that suddenly emerges in front of the tour boat. To the left, the bus that was on the hill can't seem to stop as it's plowing towards the children. And then next to the building where people are shopping, giant ice and snow is falling off the roof towards the people below, 6 or 7 stories below. What do you guys all want to do?
Well, first I would like to grow some fur. And then I mean, I can make myself really big. So if everybody's got the other two squared away, I can go try to be a speed bump slash pillar for the bus, squishy, catchy parachute thing.
Yeah, I can't fly, but I can swim if it helps working with the ferry.
I can walk over to the building where all the snow is falling and evaporate with my fire powers.
All right. So, what I need from you all is I need a dice roll from one of you. So to do this in Questline, somebody needs to go to the chat window, and there's these 2 dice that kind of have like energy coming off of them. If you click that,
Yeah.
it's gonna automatically have a D20 there. You can right click it to get rid of it, and just left click on the D6. Mind you, the D6 is the second cube over, so the one after the D4.
Oh, yeah.
Don't click the D3 and just roll that for me, because that's going to determine whether the players go first or the environment is going to go first.
Nice.
A 3.
3.
So the players do get to go first. So on a 1, 2, or 3, players get to go before the enemies.
Okay.
So that being said, I will allow you guys get to choose who gets to go first. Who's going first?
I'm gonna run over. So
Run.
we are all just eating sandwiches and tacos, and I take a taco and I slowly put it up to my mouth, and I normally always move very slow. As soon as I see the ice and snow fall, I jump behind a bush. It and myself burst into flame, and now I have my bright red and orange and yellow super costume. My eyes are kind of bright red, kind of flaming, but that's the only thing. And I don't have super speed. I can't fly, but I can walk normally. So I'm gonna walk normally over to, but I also have massive range.
I'd like you to. So you're going to blow fire at this. You said, right? So-
Use a fire beam. Yeah.
So are you going to use your power?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So how you do this is you're going to actually click the die next to ranged attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to use any power points in this?
Let's use a PowerPoint.
Okay. In that case, you're going to click the D6 twice to make sure it says 3 up at the top, and then click roll for me. All right. You get a 1, 3. So your total is going to be an 11. 11 is a partial success in this scenario. So that means you get 1 edge. So make sure you take your edge point. And then you blow this fire up into the sky, and it melts the snow, but there's pieces of ice still falling down as the water hits the people below from the snow.
Sorry about that.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Arista can go. I think the way that she changes on the fly without people seeing her, she gets small enough to disappear into the grass. And when she reappears a distance away, then she's in superhero form.
What's her superhero form look like?
Well, that's a great question that I will have to mull over like a little bit more now that I know who she is. But it's got to be made out of the same fabric as Elastigirl's suit, so it can change with her. So I'm gonna either like find 2 trees or poles to stretch myself across, or if we have friends with free hands and y'all want to help me stretch myself out, I'm gonna try to create like a gentle, stretchy, soft landing for the bus that's gonna slow it down without crashing it.
Excellent. So that's more of a. What do you think skill would that go into that? Maybe a melee attack?
Sure.
Or do you think it's
Yeah,
more range
typical. No, because I do have to be
next to
like
it?
the bus has to touch me for this to work.
So go ahead and click on the dice next to the ranged attack, melee attack, and then you're going to use your power. It sounds like so. Add at least a d6. Do you want to use a PowerPoint?
What does the difficulty level look like in these situations? How do I know whether
in this particular way, 6 to 11 is a partial success. 12 plus is a extreme success, and then 6 under is a failure.
Okay.
That's what it is currently. This might change throughout our time playing.
Yeah, that seems tough. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead for tonight and spend a PowerPoint, one of my 2, to add a third
All right.
D6.
Go ahead and roll. You
Whoa.
guys are not rolling well. So it's a partial success, so make sure you take your edge.
Okay.
And that will you get out there and you stretch yourself. Bus slams into you and you're holding on, but it is really pushing against you. All right, Jules, Jason, or John, which one wants to go first?
So many J names.
I will go when Mystic Mallard needs to change into his superhero form. He quacks the ancient name of the one Drake, and magically gets his suit, which is not at all like the Green Lantern. I don't know why you would even think of that. But
I was thinking it was more like Thor, but
it's there's a lot of that going around. His suit is basically like golden colored tights, but then he's actually wearing like a metallic gold helmet that's sort of almost like a cowl, but as a helmet.
oh no, I wasn't thinking Thor. I was thinking
Well, Shazam works.
Shazam.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Which if you're old enough, that's Captain Marvel. But now he's Shazam. So I want to head over to the and try to help the people on the ferry, but waddling over there is going to take me a long time. So what I'm going to try to do is invoke my power to make like a golden feather, like the size of a surfboard, which I can sort of, I could probably kind of fly over, although it's not as epic as somebody that can actually fly, almost like surfing over the ground.
Windsurfing, but making your own wind.
Yeah, like I don't think he could fly like Superman, but he could do this.
That's going to be a driving test with.
Oh, it is?
Power. Yeah.
All right.
You gotta drive this board.
Well, that's one of the few things I can do. So let's see. Can I just click to roll?
Yep, and then you'll want to probably add another d6 to it because you are using your power.
Yes.
Do you want to spend a power point?
Does that give me another D6, or that gives
Gives
me
you,
a plus
gives you
one?
another d6.
No, I'm just going to leave it like
Okay.
it is. So two
Roll
D6.
2d6 plus your drive. 9. Partial success. Make sure you take your edge.
Fine.
All right.
And you get to the edge of the iceberg, and you're in between the iceberg and the tourist bus. As the tourist bus is coming towards you, you notice that the tourist boat, their propeller, they're not the propeller, their rudder is frozen solid, and they're heading directly to it.
Oh, if only I knew somebody that worked with fire.
And so now we have John and Jules. Which one of you guys wants to go first?
I can.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay.
So to get into costume, this we're just gonna do the Spider-Man cheat thing, and it's just I'm always wearing my suit.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna head towards the ferry.
Okay.
Um,
How are you getting there?
how close does the end of the dock get me?
Probably another 100 yards to the actual iceberg and the ferry.
I didn't think of this at the time, but I think I'm going to turn around and look and realize that I could have used a little more teamwork and brought you with me. So, lesson for later.
Unless we want to retcon that.
All right. So, a couple things that I want to throw out there for you guys to understand. There are 5 different moves that you can do in Mass Paws. I probably should have explained this before I asked you guys to do stuff. There's solo moves, which is what none of you have actually done. Solo moves are basically just skill rolls without powers. You have your power moves, which is basically what everybody has done. You basically use your power, and you get an additional d6 for every power point that you use. Then there's a team assist move. Team assist moves allow you to use your abilities to amplify another hero's actions. When you perform a team assist move, you may make a move, and that result of that roll determines the strength and support you provide. One success grants an assisted hero die, which is a d6. For each additional successes, increases the number of dice. Multiple heroes can assist the same hero. And then there's team moves, which you guys do not have right now. We will get to that probably eventually. And then there's power-ups. Power-up move. Power-up move is basically when you're out of power points, you can use this to gain power points back. Think of it like Dragon Ball Z. You suck in power and enhance yourself.
Okay.
Power points can also allow you to get rid of minor condition tags. So keep that in mind too. So those are the 5 moves you can make in Mass Paws. So that being said, Jules, what would you like to do?
I'm going to assist with the ferry.
Okay. How are you assisting?
That's what telekinesis is for. We're gonna try to push the nose of the ferry to the other side of the iceberg.
Okay, that sounds more of like a power move.
Mm.
How are you going to assist Jason's character, who's currently out there, to assist him?
What are you currently doing, Jason?
He's surfing on a feather towards the boats.
Yeah, I think some of this is like in story. I think it makes sense that I didn't use teamwork, and I'll
Okay.
learn for next time.
Okay.
Since we're kind of new to each other, but
But
but my
that doesn't.
plan was
Mhm.
right. If I can skid over there on this surfboard, maybe I can jam it in there and sort of use it as a lever to push them apart. So that makes sense with your telekinesis as an assist, I think.
So,
Okay.
and mind you, the assist dice do carry over from round to round.
Okay.
So
that
you
makes
can
sense then.
you can do an assist this round, and next round he can use that assist die.
Okay. Can I use the telekinesis to assist him in getting there faster?
Absolutely.
Let's do that.
All right. Cool.
Roll me a ranged attack because technically it's attack. You're using your telekinesis
Range.
remotely ranged.
Remotely.
Are you going to use your power?
Yes.
Obviously. So make sure you add a d6. Do you want to use a power die?
Um. Yes. Because we need this to work.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me 3d6. If you're only using, you can use 2 power dies if you want and get 46.
No, I think I'm gonna hold on to one
Okay.
for now.
Makes sense.
Because
I just was making sure that you knew.
yep, no, we're just gonna use one for now. So that's 3d6 plus 3. What are we doing?
16. So that is a overwhelming success or an extreme success. It's the highest success you can get, which actually gives you, Jason, 2d6 on your next action.
Nice.
Now, John, what are you doing?
So Simon kind of quickly pulls a bottom compartment off of the picnic basket that no one else knew about. All this stuff's in there. And a smoke bomb goes off and envelops him. And when he comes, as the smoke dissipates, he's just standing there heroically in some sort of small little like ninja suit. And then you see he's a raccoon, so he already has a natural mask. But the mask he pulls down perfectly lines up with that natural mask. And then looks around at the chaos. What's the state of the bus? I know it's been slowed
It
down,
is
but-
slowed down, but it is still proceeding. She is having trouble holding on to that bus.
Okay. Can I assist by I would run up there and just like flying kick one of the wheels to kind of knock it inward? It's just so there's more
Absolutely.
surface area this way.
It
This
would be
way.
more of a power attack than an assist, though. Would you like to do that?
How do I assist? I don't understand.
So assisting would be you're assisting another player. You're not really assisting a player in that aspect. You're affecting the bus,
Okay.
not the player.
Sure. I give her a pat on the back and walk away.
I mean, that is an option. I was thinking more of like maybe you go to the where she's holding on and hold on to her, and use your physical prowess to try to help her there.
Yeah, but I went martial artist instead of the physical one, so doesn't feel exactly there. So I guess I'll just kick the wheel and I'll figure it out later.
We'll figure it out.
Totally fine.
I mean, this is a beta, so
Yeah. No, that's fair. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try to do what I said in the beginning, which would be martial arts.
martial arts. Do you want to use your physical prowess and add that power die?
Yeah, if I can add one for free,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, you can add one for free. Yep.
Yeah. All right. And then we'll do that.
Martial artist is the hardest one, to be honest.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
I'm up for the challenge.
9 is a partial success. So make sure. Jules,
Yeah.
for your assist, make sure you take 2 edges because you had an overwhelming success. John, make sure you take your 1 edge for your partial success.
Yep.
And you managed to kick that wheel, but that wheel cocked itself in a way that catches your leg.
Ouch.
Okay.
So you're not hurt yet, but you're definitely in a bad position.
Sure.
Okay, so that's everybody's turn. Now it's the environment's turn.
Oh boy.
So, John, I'm going to start with you because you're kind of in the most precarious situation. Could you please make me a prowl roll
Could.
to
Say please.
avoid getting rolled over by this bus? You should be able to. Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a failure. So that will move this down 1 and move this down 1 so that you guys can see it in the. There we go. So the momentum is now aiming towards the rising threat. As the bus starts rolling over your foot, that is the bus's turn. The ice from that you weren't able to take care of, Neil, is going to slam down and cut you. Cut a person. I need you to make me a prowl roll to see if you can shoot you some fire to deflect it from hurting someone. This makes more sense when it's actual people and not environments, but
How many?
you just click the prowl on your character sheet, and it's just a d6. Yep. 7. That's a partial success. So, you are successful. Make sure you take your edge, and you knock that fire. You shoot another firebolt just in time to knock that ice from slamming into that person. Going to Jason.
Yeah.
That boat's gonna charge into you.
I am right there, yeah.
You are. Could you make me a prowl roll? Now you do have an assist. You have 2 assist dice that you can use during this prowl roll. Or so
Yeah, so I choose in advance, right? Whether I want to
You
use
do.
1, 2,
Correct.
or 0.
Correct.
I want to use 1. I have a 0 in prowl. And I tend to do this happens all the time. I get hurt physically all the time because I'm so social and mystical. So I add 2d6 or I add
2d6. Add a d6, yeah, because it already has 1 by default.
Okay. Oh, why isn't that adding a d6? Try this again.
It should work.
Did that not work? Okay, try this again. Click to add
Oh.
dice. D6.
Oh, it's not working. Okay, just roll it twice for me, then we'll add them together.
All right, let's just roll.
I did not know that didn't work that way.
Oh,
I
I
might-
see. No, yeah, I get it. It was all right. Type roll. Click to add dice. How do I actually roll, though?
Hit accept. Oh, the roll button down at the bottom.
Oh, way down there. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. It's right there.
5. 5 is a failure
Nice.
in this situation. So that would move the mass bar 1 more time. As you get slammed into by this boat, and it is now in a comedic sense, you're kind of at the edge of the boat, getting pushed towards the iceberg, kind of holding on to it.
Like, am I getting squished between the boat and the iceberg?
Not yet,
Okay,
but
it will happen, yeah.
it will happen if you don't take care of it.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and roll another d6 for me. Who would like to do that?
I do it.
Okay.
Oh, Why
Oh.
did it do that?
When you click the die, it defaults to a D20. You have to right click it and left click. There we go. So 2. That would still be you guys. So who wants to go first?
Nice. I am stuck, so I will try to go first.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Um,
Mind you, sometimes holding your position is a good thing so other people can assist you before you go.
yeah, and I still have one advantage die I've carried over from
You do.
last time.
I just wanted.
But I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm wondering if I can actually help. But it's hard for me to help here because I don't know what. You know what? Maybe I won't go first. That way I'll know. Can I do that? Like, I'll help you if there's a way I can do it, because I don't really know what Mittens is gonna do. Is it Mittens that's next to me?
The only
No, it's the
closest one
panda.
to is the panda. Yeah.
It's the yeah.
TPK. TKP. TKP. What do you want to do, Jules? Why don't we start with you?
I need to get out there. Hold on, let me look at my...
Can your character fly because of his telekinesis?
Can I use my assist to send my golden feather surfboard out there and
Absolutely.
Bring him
That would definitely be an assist.
all right.
Roll me that range. It's going to be like a range, unless you have a reason for something else.
I think it's it's not going to be drive if I'm not on it, so range makes more sense.
Okay.
All right. Can I use the advantage die here?
Yes, you can.
Helped me. All right. So let's see if I can do that. Yes. All right. Now I get the roller. Sorry for the delay. A 10.
That is a 10. So
Wow.
that is a what did I say? Partial success. Yes. So that is a success. So you get 1d6.
Okay.
You get 1d6 on your next action. So what do you want to do? You're surfing on this board back to the thing. You get there. What are you doing?
This would be the time for the power move to try to push the nose of the boat over.
Yep.
All right. Let's do that.
All right. So you have 3d6 on this because you have the assist die.
Yep.
Do you want to spend your last power point to get 4d6? Or I'm going to make another suggestion.
Uh-huh.
You have 3 edges. Do you want to spend 3 edges to have an
I also have, I have 5, but yeah.
Do you want to spend 3 edges to have an automatic success and move that marker back up towards heroic moment and tell me how it happens?
Yes! Let's do it!
Please spend those 3 edges and tell me what happens and how you do it.
All right, hold on. How do I... Okay, there we go. All right, so... No. Red Panda comes surfing out on the golden feather thing, and like as he's getting out there, he just kind of throws his little paws up in a big pushing motion towards the nose of the ferry, out from the far side of the iceberg, so that the boat turns and will just kind of glide on past the iceberg without nothing happening.
All right. So you push that boat, and that water pushes along, and the boat kind of all that force, that physical force that you pushed into it, it shifts the boat. But then you see something. The boat starts crimpling in where you pushed it with your psychic power.
Oh no.
And it starts taking in water. Okay.
Too hard.
Going to Meg or John or Neil. Who wants to go next?
I also would like to spend some edge points to move the momentum bar.
Sounds like a plan. I gave you guys those 3 edge points because this should be an easy counter. It shouldn't be a hard counter.
Yeah. So I just described like how I continue working on the bus situation, and it automatically succeeds.
It automatically succeeds. Explain to me narratively how this succeeds.
I'm going to use the change in momentum from the wheel getting kicked to like engage whatever abs
you
an
have?
axolotl has, and like lift the front end of the bus up a little bit to kind of like take the momentum up and rock it back down on the ground.
Absolutely. So you rip open your abs and you pull, kind of do this rocking motion, and as it rocks back up, it falls onto its side and slams down. You hear the people inside scream a little as they get shifted into each other as everybody falls towards the ground. It does seem to be stopped at the moment.
At the moment, is it a sentient bus?
All right. John, what are you doing? You're no longer pinned under the bus.
All right.
welcome.
There's-
Problems. Go home, guys.
There's still the ice falling on the building that
Yeah.
Iron Guy's
Sure.
helping with.
Yep. The people are still in the bus, though, right? Like, if we get them out,
People are still in the bus, so if you want to help get them out, you can.
yeah, I think that's probably, since I'm here, if we can solve that from getting worse, and potentially with any future rolls I make, I think we'll do that. So, I'm just gonna start. I don't really have social skills, so I think what I would do. I've got chemistry, right? Can I
You
whip
sure
up
do.
a smoke bomb, like a stink bomb, almost, just to encourage people
Absolutely.
to get off this bus?
Absolutely. Roll me that chemistry.
Poor
Oh,
people.
this would be just a straight skill roll because power is really not going to play into it a little bit. Unless you can explain to me how it does.
I could, but I don't.
Okay.
We'll just roll chemistry. We'll see what happens.
10. That's a partial success. Make sure you take your edge.
Do I get one for rolling a 6 on the d6?
You do. Take 2. I'm sorry. You're right. 2.
Just trying to remember.
Oh snap!
Wait a minute. Should I have gotten an extra one?
You should have. Yep. I forgot. Wonderful thing about writing books is you think you remember all the you don't.
Well, you
No,
remember
we don't.
all the other things that didn't make it into the book, too.
Exactly. 100%.
Where is
Wait,
that?
did I write that?
I think
That in the edges section. Is there somewhere else
I
that
think it is under it is the case if it's not in the book. It's under core mechanics. Rolling a 6 on the skill die will always give you an edge.
There we go. Thank you. I don't have it maximized full screen, so I'm scrolling back to see all this stuff.
Of course, rolling a 1 on the skill die always gives the GM an extra setback too. So whether you succeed or not. So
We've had a couple of those.
So you managed to rip open one of the windows and throw this smoke bomb in, and it starts filling the air. People are choking and starting to run away from it. Neil, what is El Fugo doing?
So, 2 things. One, he changed his name. That's his title. His name is Blast Tortuga.
Blast Tortuga. Okay, I can say that better.
Yeah. So he is going to, he's gonna be like, dang it, and he's gonna try to.
Remember, you have edges. You could spend some edges to auto succeed.
Oh, I have what, 3 edges?
You have 3 edges. Yep.
All right, I think I didn't apply one. Yeah, I'm gonna actually auto succeed by spending my edges and creating basically a wall of flame between the people in the air and all the big ice chunks. So once the ice chunks hit the wall of flame, they dissipate into a fine mist.
Absolutely. So you call forth this fiery shield, and as the ice hits it, it melts. But then you remember something crucial about fire. All the oxygen around the people gets sucked into this flame. And they start breathing heavy, and some of them start passing out.
Eek. So I will forgot about that. I guess rush over there and try to dissipate the fire.
All right. I'm going to call that scene because it technically was supposed to be a 3 scene. And I had 6 on the scene clock for some reason. So not only did you all stop everything that happened, the boat sails past the iceberg and seems to have solved, but has stopped taking in water. The bus is now flipped. People are leaving it and exiting it, and everybody seems safe because of that wall of fire. People passed out, but people are starting to wake up. So,
Do that to people, make them faint.
as everything settles, you do still see this beam that seems to be coming from the center of town, beaming up into the sky. And that is where we'll leave it for tonight. I think that's a good. It's 10 o'clock, and I think that's a good time to stop.
I
So-
agree.
Thanks.
So,
Sweet.
it won't. We will not have a game next week, folks, because next week I have a con. But most everybody is going to be here for the 25th, so we are going to have a game on the 25th. So tune in next time to see how they conclude what's going on. And that will be everything. So say goodbye. Say goodbye, YouTube.
Bye,
Bye,
YouTube.
Bye,
Bye,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Twitch.